Okay, now I actually appreciate this look better.
You Rise and Shine Saturday.
Now that takes me to the question.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's Rise and Shine Saturday, coming to you live from the beautiful hills of Ibiakarani in Akwa Ibom State. And if you're just joining us, you've already missed a lot of the hot gist, but you can always catch up on all of that by liking, following all our social media platforms, all of which you can find on spectrumtv.ng. Yes, of course, at this time, we'll be bringing you our artist of the week. And today is a big brand on set, the EKAs. This is a sax playing family, and they've been playing the sax for over 10 years, actually, as a unit. Of course, we'll be asking these questions and bringing you more details. And for the very first time on the Rise and Shine set, let's make a welcome of, we are about to unveil a really major surprise. We're going to thrill your eyes right now. So Francis, for the very first time on Rise and Shine set, let us make a welcome the EKAs! Absolutely full squad there. We have a family of 6 who play the sax professionally all over Nigeria. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
Wow, so we'll start with the head of the family, the father of the house, Mr. Victor Eka. That is his name. That's where we've had the, the brand name, the Ekas, come from. Welcome. How was the journey to Spectrum Television? We don't like to forget to ask. The whole family is laughing.
The road is wonderful.
But after getting in here, how did you feel after the long journey?
I feel good.
Right. You like what you see. Right, okay. So let's talk about the Ekas for a bit. How did this brand come about? Why did you take up sax? How did the inspiration come from? How did this come about in the first place?
Okay. Some years ago, I was still a child, and I was opportune to watch a movie written by Robert White titled "The Sound of Music."
Oh my!
Then I made a decision from that when I have my own family, it will follow suit. So I dreamt about it. I worked towards that.
Wow.
And by the special grace of God, here we are today.
Wow. Okay, did that inform your choice of a wife? When you wanted to get married? Because I mean, you dreamt about it for a long time. Did you go looking for a musically inclined wife to marry?
No.
Okay.
My wife didn't know anything about music.
Wow.
Even to join her joining a choir, no. But it took me a lot for her to follow me to join my dream.
Wow.
It's all the grace of God.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, so for how many years has your family been playing, the sax, and at what point, who was the first person to step out? Has it always been you first before you now brought in your children and your wife?
Okay. First, I've been in music for 32 years now.
Amazing.
Then the first person was my son. How I got my son was, he came back from school when he was 7 years, and he just asked me, "Daddy, please, can I try?" So when he got it, I said, it just dawned on me that I needed my family to do it. So from that moment, I hold him, that you must do it. Then from my son, my wife, I struggled with my wife. Then thereafter, my first daughter, my second daughter, so this last one.
Okay, so what we even skipped was that we're going to take an introduction of everybody, and we're going to start from the very, far left. Just say hello and introduce yourself. What's your name?
Hello, I'm Precious Eka. I'm the first daughter of this wonderful family.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, David EKA. I'm Jolie's son.
Hello, I'm Blessing Eka. I'm the second daughter.
Amazing. Hello, let's get to meet you.
Hello, I'm Gizuteka. I'm the last one and the last
Oh, baby. She's the last one and the last daughter of the house, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's get Mrs. Eka.
Right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Rita Victor Eka. I am the, now.
She is the queen of this dynasty.
All right.
Amazing.
So I have like a funny question. I know Sound of Music is one of my all-time favorite, and it's hilarious. Now, are you like the Von Trapp captain, or you're a different person?
He's more than the captain.
Right. So let me ask Mrs. Eka, because you were co-opted. You were not musical before all of this started, so you had to learn from the basics, and now you even play the sax like professionally. How was that journey for you? And remembering very well that now, talking about how your husband has been able to handle the family and get all 5 of you added to him to play the sax, how has the journey been?
Yeah, I want to say it was not a very pleasant as in moments, because I'm from a family, though I grew up to see my mom go for choir rehearsals with my other siblings, but I was not this person that I have not joined a choir, not to talk Sunday school, not to talk of main choir. I have not. So coming to like music, there were times I would tell my husband, I did not love you because of playing any musical instrument, so you just have to let me be. But since he had this vision and I was absent, he glued to it. He said, this one you must do with me. And as he was doing it to the point that he got me registered back in school. Said, okay, just go and study music, just music, not playing any instrument. I did not know that as I'm going to school, instrument will come. So my husband had to register me back in school. That was in 2012. I can remember I was still pregnant with this girl. I was going to school, University of Uyu. You know how tough school can be.
Yeah.
Not to talk of going with a pregnancy, and so I started school afresh as a music student, as in it was not, and I was seeing his effort, so I just said, well, let me give in to it, because you know when you're on a track and you have somebody to encourage you, to push you, to do all what it takes, at least you have to, as a reasonable person, you have to. So I have to succumb, followed him, and the training has been on and on every day, even till now. We are still
You're still on the training. Okay, let me take a quick question to David. I know that David started playing the sax, I think, when he was about 5 years old or thereabouts. 7 years old, yeah. And we've seen David play in very big circles. He has, played several times for the Akwa Ibom state government and several other platforms that he's graced. He was one of those kids that would look out for in terms of sax. David, how has the journey been for you thus far?
It wasn't a good start, but I really thank God for how far He has brought us. This journey, as my dad said, I started by interest. Like I got interest, so I wanted to try the saxophone. That should be like, okay. As at 5 years ago, I would think that my action was a mistake, because trying the saxophone got me serious attention, and my dad used to deal with me very well when I felt reluctant to play. But I really thank God for the kind of father I have. He insisted. It's been 12 years since I started playing, and my dad has been pushing me till now, and I can't even thank him enough, because at my age I have been with a lot of dignitaries. I've gone all
Places.
over. Like, I've been traveling, been doing many things. I've gotten opportunities that my peers don't get normally. So it's been a good journey. I really thank God for bringing me this far.
What's the greatest lesson that you have learned, with this exposure that you have gotten?
The greatest lesson I've learned would be sticking to your dream, not giving up, just going further and further in what you have planned. Yeah.
Amazing. So I'm going to ask like a last question so that we have a little time on our hands to hear you play. Sir Victor, what is it like, footing the bills for this dream? And so far so good. Can you say that, having this family as a team play the sax has been paying the bills also? Because we have to look at the profit, the economic returns of the kind of investment you have made as a family into music.
Okay, actually, time, consistency. And why I'm talking about time is that we have put more time, though that time has yield fruit. Like the first day of this year, we were at River State, the state government over there invited us to play. So it 25th of last year December, just some few days ago, we did the same thing at Una with our governor, Udom Emmanuel, and he blessed us very well. So the thing has paid bills by the special grace of God. It has put food out on our table. What we started small has come to stay. I've checked in social media, I've not seen a family doing this kind of thing. Whenever I see my family doing this, I always thank God. Because this saxophone has give us and has also promoted us and give us the fame and draw us closer to God.
Amazing. Okay, so what we'll do now in the time that we have, in about 3 minutes or thereabout before our show ends in a couple of minutes, we are going to ask that you give a real special sax treat to Nigerians. I mean, we are being viewed all over the nation, West Africa included. So this is a big shot for us. We want to introduce you to one of Akwa Ibom's, best families who play the sax. And like he said, we have not seen anyone on the internet do this. So yeah, it's a big treat time. Yeah.
Wow.
That is deserving of a standing ovation. Oh my God, that was so good. Thank you so much for treating us to that very beautiful sax sound. I mean, we've been with the EKA's family, a sax playing family here in Akwa Ibom State. Of course, they play the saxophone all over Nigeria and outside the shores of this nation, treating them, to special sounds. We play all kinds of things, and we actually do have, like every member of the family be able to do solo works. Because I know, like I've seen, David, I've seen Blessing, I've seen like everybody be able to do a solo work, and that is absolutely beautiful. I mean, Francis, what are your last words to the family before we wrap this
Well,
up?
I think I think what everybody would want at this point, you, myself, and you inclusive, would be for us to just say bye bye and then allow them treat.
Ooh.
Give that another special
Just a
treat. So
farewell.
for me, it's bye bye. Just have a lovely weekend.
Definitely, that's absolutely all that we will be taking on today's show. My name is Uyai, and Eka will definitely see you next week. Of course, we'll be leaving you with the Ekas to give us our wrap-up sound for today. Absolutely. Bye-bye from all of us today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Okay, now
Today.
now that takes me to the question.